Welcome to the Gamescape, everybody. My name is Jarek, and today we're back in Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. This is episode 103 of our playthrough, and in our previous episode, we spoke with Sela, and she wanted us to go jewelry shopping with her so that she could pick out a replacement ring for her friend Elin and his bride Kiana. So we met her at Derek Sunhammer's jewelry store, and we chipped in some gold to help pay for a nice ring. We presented the ring to Elin, and he invited us to the wedding. And it was just outside of Dresden in a field to the east. I was a little suspicious from the start because nothing ever goes smoothly where Valric is concerned. But our suspicions were not in vain, because it turns out that all of the gifts that the guests were giving to the couple were magical jewels enchanted to hold the souls of demons, or more correctly, the gift givers were possessed by demons, and their souls were trapped inside the gems. And so, yeah, whole big thing erupts here at the wedding, and we end up killing a bunch of demons. So all of these bodies are still alive of the people that were possessed, and, you know, even including the dog, and Curl was among them as well. But their souls are gone. And so we now need to figure out where the souls are so that we can go get them back. And so now we're done with the wedding here. So we are going to be heading back to Dresden to have a little chat with Mr. Derek Sunhammer. But before we get going, I do want to get the party healed up because we have a few people that are not doing too well here. So okay, we're gonna do that and that, and then we'll just have a little channel positive energy. And that'll get some people up a little better. Okay, and then maybe one more healing spell for Arushle, maybe.
Yes.
Close enough. All right, let's get out of here. Nope, whole group. Okay, there was nothing really worth taking here. So. All right, and we're not far from Dresden, so it's not going to take us too long to get back. We're doing Rush to Dresden is our... Okay, let's head on in. Everyone just collapsed, and then the demons appeared. Sela is standing with her weapon drawn, her eyes ablaze. Have you seen the bodies in the streets? I'd bet anything this is the doing of our jeweler. Let's go to his shop quickly if you're ready. Yes, let's do it. Betting we get to fight the golem. Or he might just explode. Damn it. Damn demons. Who's this now? Arisano? Commander, Sela. Praise Abadar, you're alive. The usually dignified Arisano struggles to catch her breath after running and she says, nervously clenching her hands, I received news from the other temples of Abadar. Most disturbing news. What we saw at Elin and Kiana's wedding has been happening across Mendev. People who bought Derek Sunhammer's jewelry have been dropping to the ground, lifeless, with demons emerging from their bodies. The damage done is hard to measure. Demons appearing in hundreds of locations, and many of them immediately use the turmoil to commit atrocities, killing, stealing, wreaking wanton destruction. Some were quickly dealt with, the cursed jewelry taken from them, and the imprisoned souls free, but most of the demons fled, taking the jewelry containing the souls of the poor victims with them. Derek Sunhammer himself escaped too. The Inquisition of the Church of Iomade is searching for him, but they have no leads as of yet. The Church of Abadar is doing whatever it can. We also suffered losses among both our congregation and our clergy. Arisano shakes her head sadly. Such a devious plot, and how skillfully it was executed. As Arisano speaks, Sela's face grows more and more grim, and her hands clench anxiously around her weapon. I saw that scumbag right here. I even talked to him. Didn't suspect a thing. I often get a sickening feeling from traitors. Some of them are nasty pieces of work, the way they rip people off. I got that same feeling from him, but I didn't even want to think of looking closer. All right, well... What happened to the victims of his attack? Several large churches in Mendev have taken the victims into their care. The priests will keep their bodies alive and well, but unless the jewelry is found and their souls returned, all these efforts will be for naught. Yeah, what did he want to achieve by doing this? It's not clear, but he's been the most famous jeweler in Mendev for several years now. He counted many influential patronages or their relatives among his clients: nobility, generals, priests, merchants. Their children or their loved ones are now the only lifeless bodies, their souls taken away to be hidden by who knows where. The possibilities for blackmail and sowing blind panic are limitless. I suppose the Inquisition and the Mendevian authorities will try to keep the situation under control, but it's still extremely dangerous. All right, well, so all of his jewelry came with a hidden surprise? Not all of it. The Inquisition combed through everything. Most of it was sold in Sunhammer's shops, was perfectly ordinary. The demon jewelry was sold to a select few, and always by Sunhammer directly, not through his golems. It's clear that he targeted his victims deliberately. I see. That's all I can tell you. I hope I've been helpful. If it's within your power, help track down Sunhammer and the stolen souls, Commander. This chaos must be stopped. Arisno bows to you and leaves. Sela sheathes her weapon angrily and sucks in a breath through her teeth, but then she seems to steady herself and looks at you, her eyes bright. Well, what do you know? Looks like we got ourselves tangled up in some demonic conspiracy. I'm so glad you came to the wedding with me and that we managed to find out what happened, because otherwise Sela the dimwit would have come alone, given the bride a ring with a surprise demon inside, and it would have failed miserably when she tried to help. Hey, stop blaming yourself. We handled it in the end. How can I not blame myself? It's my favorite thing to do. Fine. It's good that we saved someone at least. Grim determination burns in Sela's eyes. I can't leave it like this. If anyone has an obligation to find that lowlife Sunhammer and return all the stolen souls, it's me. I'll do everything in my power to find him. Something tells me that the demon collaborating scumbag is somewhere here in the world wound. I'll seek help from every quarter. I'll interrogate imprisoned demons and cultists, whatever it takes to get to the truth. Wow, 3,200 experience. Trying to level us up, it looks like. Okay, here we are back outside the jeweler shop. Have a look at our journal here. Secrets of Creation, still working. Know Thy Enemy, is this new? No, that's the Ivory Sanctum one. All right, the Imposter, we're on. The Wayward is we're waiting. Seeking Forgiveness. Sales representative Rhea Neath has asked the commander to find her in Dresden. She has a personal matter only the commander can help with. Fine. We'll probably go do that. More storyteller stuff. Middle game is still around. The Imposter, we're working. The Wayward, we're waiting for. I'm not sure what we need to do right now with this current quest. Still need to find Kilessa. Well, let's see if we can find Rhea Neath here, I guess, on the map. Oh, she's right next to us. That's right. She was going to be right here, wasn't she? Rhea is standing, arms folded, pensively observing the activity around her. Noticing you, she greets you with a nod. All right, what's this wanted to talk about? Rhea sighs loudly. She obviously has trouble saying this. Her cold, businesslike manner melts away. I've said this in my head many times, and now that I actually have to say it, I can't put two words together. I want to talk to my son very much, but he's avoiding me. I know you are friends, or at least he listens to you. If only you could convince him, or to at least approach me. Who's your son? Exactly? I don't know anybody with the name of Neath. Oh, of course, forgive me. Neath is not a real family name exactly. My husband didn't... Oh, this is Lands, I bet. My husband didn't give me any at all, and neither did I. We took the name of the village he lived in. My son's name is Lan. He knows I'm here, and he's hiding from me. I can't blame him, but I might never have another chance to make amends and tell him I love him. Why doesn't Lan want to see you? Rhea turns around. Isn't it obvious? I gave up and abandoned him. The day his father and I decided to go our separate ways, that was that. He must resent me or hate me. Maybe he's ashamed of me, or maybe he's wiser than me, and some children shouldn't meet their mothers. There's no point in reopening old wounds, but I still want to see him so much. Why did you abandon him? Because Rhea fights back tears as if tragedy is still too raw for her. I broke, gave up, convinced myself that it was our decision, not my decision. That would be better for everyone. That it would be better for everyone. I'm not sure if Lan told you, but I had other children besides him. They were different. All of them were special, and all were missing something. They just couldn't survive. The last one was born in pieces, and I realized he would be the last one. I just knew it. I didn't need any healers to tell me that. After that, it's like I sank into a black hole. I saw Kin grieve. I saw Lan struggle to find a place for himself. The neighbors felt no pity for us when they heard about our struggles. They accused us of worshiping demons, Lamashtu, anyone, and I realized I was to blame for all of it, for making Kin go up to the surface, for deciding to have children with him no matter what, for appearing in Kin's life, having Lan, and for what? So he could suffer? Kin and I discussed it. He said he would take our son and go to his tribe. We both thought we were relieving each other of terrible burden. But at least we would be making Lan happy, because he would grow up among his own kind. I still ask myself if we did the right thing. If Lan doesn't want to see me, there was nothing right about it. All right, I'll find him. Rhea nods, trying to maintain her composure, but tears are glistening in her eyes. Thank you, this means so much to me. And apparently she's got stuff to sell, so let's see what she's got. Okay, trading house is open. Let's have prices in descending order. Natural armor +3, ring of protection +3. That's the best she's got. Yeah, not particularly interested in that. All right, where's Lan? Lan's like clear down here, isn't he? All right, I'm going to run to Lan, and I will bring you guys back when I get there, because you don't need to see me run all the way across the map here. So I'll bring you guys right back. Just give me just a second. Okay, here we are, talking to Lan. All right, Lan asks, what brings you here? Your mom came to see you, Lan. Why don't you want to talk to her? Ah, she got you too. He clears his throat. It's not that I don't want to see her. I'm just busy. Lan waves his hand vaguely. With, you know, this and that, Crusader matters. Sometimes I feel like a mother of a large brood, and besides, she didn't come here for me. She's here on business. I don't want to distract her. By the way, have you seen her card? I got one from the merchant. Lan produces a business card from his pocket. Rhianneath, Dazzle and Company Trading House near Rosen, embossed in gold and everything. People with gold lettering on their business cards probably don't have time for idle chit-chat. I'll bet you need to book an appointment for a week in advance. Even if I do, what would we talk about? You think I'm angry at her? I'm not. I never was. She and my dad had it rough, and they didn't make it. And that's nobody's fault. But so much time has passed. She and I are just strangers now. If you happen to see her, tell her I've got a lot on my plate right now, and maybe some other time. I know she lives in Erosi now. Maybe I'll send her a present on her birthday. Just looking at the options here, guys. Yeah, that's about all. Okay, doesn't want to talk to her. So does that mean we have to run all the way back there and tell her he doesn't want to talk? I mean, honestly, we're just being like a high level messenger here, to be truthful. This should be filed under errands. Oh my goodness. I mean, it just disappeared. So, yeah, so we're just done. Is that what's going on here? Seeking forgiveness. Errand is complete. Seems like there should have been more to that. Okay, well, that was super useful. Okay, well, we know that we need to get down to... you know what? We're really close to Sela right now. Let's go find her real quick and see if she's got anything else to say. Okay, well, maybe we're not quite as close to Sela as I thought we were, but... All right, let's see what else we got here. Things didn't go exactly as planned at the wedding. How are you? What does it matter how I am? I can't stop thinking about everyone who suffered. Clever Sela, the Paladin, companion of the gods, chosen one, didn't even notice a demon conspiracy right under her nose. I'm going to officially change my name to Sela the Dimwit. That's how I'll introduce myself to everyone I meet, so that they know they can't count on me. Sela chuckles grimly, then adds in a softer, more serious tone, if we're too late to save the souls of all those victims, I'll never forgive myself. You know what else I keep thinking about? What happened to Curl? Did he really want to steal the ring? Did he just get what was coming to him? Or was it the fault of the demon who possessed his body? So many questions and so much grief. As if a whole world wound and 2 demon lords out there just waiting to hurt us wasn't enough. Okay. I guess that's it. Nothing more for that for the moment, I guess. So we'll have to figure out a way to keep pushing on that particular quest, I guess. More than nothing. Yeah, see, I'm assuming it's going to come back up at some point then, because I've just talked to her and there was nothing else. Everything else is showing complete. So we have to just go find the guys for the imposter. So off to Canabras we go. Let me get us out of the city here, and I'll get us out to the world map, and then we'll start heading out. Give me just a second. All right, guys, here we are. We are now outside the city once more, and we need to start heading towards Dresden. Let's travel this far for now. Why did we just stop? We don't have anything coming at us that I can see. There's still something at the Lost Chapel there too. Okay. Talk to the fugitives near the Lost Chapel. Oh, I thought that they were talking about the... Okay. Never mind. We don't have to go that far. We're going to rest, though, because we're needing to rest. But first, before we rest, we have other things that we can do. We can recruit, which we will do. Give me the Paladins. Give me the Archers for sure. Oh, I missed them. Sorry. And we probably want them too. Except we need to go to another... Recruit them. Who are these guys? Like cavalry, huh? Some conscripts, some champions. Down to 6,000 resources. I was thinking about picking up another general. I might do that. We'll see. I don't know yet. All right, where are we at here? Are any of these fights that we can take? Probably take that one if we had to. I think that's about it down here, though, for now. How are you doing for your army? You're good. I did rearrange our armies a little bit, too. I got their formations a little bit more spread out so that if an area of effect attack comes at us, again. It'll only catch 2 units at most. So that was a suggestion by somebody that I saw in the comments, which is a good idea. And so that's done. I did that with both of our main armies, actually. This army's got the same thing going on here. So same idea there. All right, what else do we have? We got sorcerers. Here's our first sorcerers. Paladins and archers. Okay, she's got all the sword and boards. Well, she's got a bunch too, I guess. So she could use, she doesn't get the paladins, but she can use the archers and the shield bearers. So let's split them out. Let's get the paladins off into their own group here. And you guys go out too, and then I want to go and merge. Oh, well, you can't do anything. You're not the only one there. Why can't you merge? I don't know. We'll take these guys down to here. No, come on. Okay, put those together. A few more archers there for her. What do we want to do with her? We should start bringing her back. Actually, we could explore up around there just a little bit. Okay, Crimson Dust. This is even the withered grass of the world moon doesn't grow here. Heat bleached rocks are made of dead trees, made the dead trees shrivel. The only moisture to quench the thirst of this wasteland is the blood of mortals, as indicated by the scattered bones and scraps of rotting flesh. It's more than plentiful here. We've never been there before. Okay, they're out of movement. This army's just going to stick with Stone Maze for the moment. I should probably start working around here to deal with this thing, though. That's more income for us. In fact, I think we're going to probably do that. We're not going to get too far because I just had the archers come down. So, okay, they're done. All right, that's good enough for now. We'll do that. Let's see what we got here. Rival of the Order of the Flaming Lance. Reinforcements of Crusaders from the Order of the Flaming Lance have arrived in Dresden. Their leader, Nistra Flamefinger, is awaiting an audience with the commander. Fine. We'll be back in Dresden soon. Okay, otherwise we're good. Got more Movonic Divas coming here in just a few. Yeah, it said that they were hiding out in the Lost Chapel, and I was thinking that that was the cemetery of the martyr Zacharias down down next to Canabras. Hiya, fellas. A pair of wounded fugitives sit wrapped in a rag near a barely smoking fire. A half-elf man and a dwarf woman. There's a mixture of revulsion and sympathy on Social's face. After a moment of hesitation, he walks toward the fire. Did you escape from slavery among the Knights of the Order of the Nail? What? No, Reverend Cleric. We know nothing about any. Stop playing dumb. They know all about us. It's obvious that Graham ratted us out, the scoundrel. Damn it. We're done for. The half-elf looks at you wistfully. He's clearly ready to part with his life. Social looks at you silently. There's a storm of emotion on his face. He opens his mouth to say something, but after taking a shaky breath, closes it again. Cleric obviously doesn't know where to begin. All right, well, did you really serve the Order of the Nail? We did. Not in the order proper, of course, just as hired soldiers. First we served for money, then they made us slaves, and we worked for free. We deserve to be punished because of us, the only good person in their damned order, perished. The half-elf spits. It's true. If we hadn't lost our nerve back then. What can you tell us about Graham? Oh, a complete scumbag. The Hell Knights hired infantry are no followers of Shaylin. There aren't many good people among us, but Graham still stood out. The last to fight, the first to eat, always ready to pillage, rob civilians, steal from corpses. There's nothing he wouldn't do. And he drank like a horse. One of the knights, probably the best of them, he made Graham his valet, tried to make him a better person, but to no effect. Graham quit drinking, though, but he was still a scum. This knight had a saying. He said Graham changed his gold for copper coins. I'm not sure there was ever anything golden about Graham. Rust, more like. But Master Vanek tried to see some good in him. It's a pity he died without finding anything. Changed his gold for copper coins. Sociel repeats the words in a whisper, clenching his fists. Our proverb from Andoran. Tell me about the death of the knights and your escape. The order we served hunted monsters. You know, manticores, basilisks, sometimes even dragons. But this time their instincts were wrong. Yes, they didn't expect that beast. It caught them off guard, and before we knew it, half the unit was dead. They tried to fight back, but what about us? For us, it was a chance to be free. We ran toward Canabras. Nobody there would care where we'd come from and who we'd served, but Graham was braver. He took armor from a corpse and went to Mendev through Dresden. It's probably where you picked him up, right? Tell me, Sociel's voice breaks. He clears his throat and starts over. Tell me what you know about Trevor Vanek. Master Vanek, the dwarf looks down. We served under his command. He was an amazing man, a true hero. What was he doing among the Hell Knights? We heard he came from somewhere in Andoran, not for profit like us. No, he had one goal, to rid the world of demons. I always thought he was too good to be a Hell Knight. Such a man should have been a paladin, but who are we to question our commander about his life choices? Anyway, he made his way to the world. In half a year, he was promoted from squire to knight, went through the trial, earned the right to wear the black armor. Sociel bites his lip without saying anything. What kind of person was he? Strict, demanding toward others, but toward himself above all. And despite his strictness, he was a kind man. He just knew that discipline was required if we wanted to survive here long among the demons. He'd work us hard. He could thrash the hide off us for wrongdoings, but his strictness saved many lives. Yes, he often talked to us about his brother. According to him, he was a real saint, but even if only part of what Master Vanek told us was true, his brother was a decent man. Not a fighter, not a hero, an ordinary village priest somewhere in Andoran. A man who seeks no glory, but just does everything he can to help others. Sociel looks away. Master Vanek idolized him. He used to say he would never be as good a person as him, but at least he could win this war so that his brother wouldn't have to see it. I don't know what kind of person his brother really is, but I remember one thing. He used to say, when you go to war, leave your heart at home or you'll taint it. I think his heart really stayed there with his brother in Andoran, among all those orchards and vine groves, clean and pure while his body was drowning in mud and blood here. It's what happened to him. Well, we killed him. That's not true. It was the demons that killed him. We could have saved him, but we were cowards. I'll never forgive myself. We were hunting down a chimera, and Master Vanek and the other knights were supposed to kill it. And suddenly, a terrifying demon in a black mask appeared out of nowhere. He roared something like, "You'll do," and grabbed Master Vanek, and then he ran straight at us. We should have fought and taken him back, but we panicked and scattered, and when we came to our senses, there was no sign of them. We were made slaves as punishment. They said that if we couldn't fight honorably in formation, we'd atone for our crime by doing dirty work. They made us dig trenches, carry baggage, and in battle, they'd send us ahead to distract the monsters as bait. We dropped like flies. Out of all those who were on that damned hunt, only 2 of us survived. 3 if you count Graham. Wait, so was he killed or abducted? No one found his body, it's true, but no one saw him again either. What could the demons have done to him? They must have devoured him. Hopefully it was quick. There was a woman named Marenta in the chapter. How did she get Trevor's shield? She was Master Vanic's betrothed. When the demon dragged him away, his shield was left on the ground. Marenta took it as a keepsake. I don't know what he saw in her. She was angry like a devil, but with him, even she seemed to be a bit kinder. But once he was gone, she turned into a real Arinus? I don't even know what that is. I'll have to look that up. I'll put a definition up. She wanted us to be executed for cowardice, every last one of us. And when the commander said no, she left for another order. I don't know what happened to her after that. So, tell me about yourself. There's nothing special about us, but if you have questions, ask. We'll answer honestly. Yeah, no, I don't care. What do you have to say? What do you say, Social? Social? So you are... No one saw a body, right? So maybe I still have a chance of finding my lost brother. Thank you for your words. You have given me back my hope. Social hands a small bag to the fugitives. Take this. There are healing potions, food, some gold, and a letter. Show it to the guards at the gates of Canabras. You'll be taken care of. Fine. Thank you, Master Vainic. Your brother was right. You really are a saint. Taking the bag, the fugitives walk away quickly. The cleric watches them leave. It seems I knew very little about my brother and about myself. He looks at you sadly. We'll find him wherever he is. Yes, thank you for continuing the search with me. Even if he is in the abyss, dead or alive, I'm sure that together we'll find him. I found out the truth, but the cleric shakes his head. I'm not sure what to think of it. Trevor fell as a paladin, but did you hear what these people said about him? He was the best of the Hell Knights? I can't wrap my head around it. What do you make of it all? We'll make him feel good. Your brother was a real hero. He might not have been able to shine among the paladins, but he found a place where he could make the world better. Exiled from the paladins to become the best among the Hell Knights. This is not what he dreamed of, but at least he saved someone. He changed some lives for the better. Isn't that the true calling of a hero? The most important point is he might still be alive. I don't know what demon in a black mask attacked him and where he was taken, and it scares me to imagine what they did to him there, but he might still be alive. And that means my hope is still alive too. Thank you for helping me find the truth, whatever it was. Okay, so there we go. Can take a look around maybe. I don't know if there's anything around here to find, but doesn't look like it. Let's get out of here. It's gracious. Okay. Well, this, oh, this is all stuff left over from before, huh? Yeah, okay. Could have gone up the mountain, I guess, back up to the chapel, but I didn't really see a point, so. Well, okay. Now what have we got? I think we're getting ready to head down to the labyrinth, to be honest. Or the Ivy Sanctum, rather. I think that's just about all we have left. I mean, we're not on a timetable for solving that. Finian's Awakening's waiting. The Wayward, I mean, that's nothing happening there. And we can't force it. So, maximize all crusade stats. I don't know what that means exactly, but I don't know I don't know what the levels are that we need to get to is what I'm trying to say, I guess. These are the only hourglass we have left is middle game and the Wayward, and that's it. And then Know Thy Enemy with Kalessa, or the Ivory Sanctum, and then, oh, what's this one now? Starward Gaze? Oh, no, that's one we missed. Outcast. There we go. That's Kalessa. All right, so let's do this. Let's get into Dresden. Let's rest and get rid of any... We're going to get rid of any corruption that we have, and then we're going to head for the Ivory Sanctum. All right, this is the guy that wanted to talk. Hail, Knight Commander. A young woman in knight's armor doesn't walk so much as burst into the hall, striding up to you and dropping gracefully to one knee. Nistra Flamefinger at your service. Her Majesty Queen Galfrey has done me the honor of naming me the new leader of the Order of the Flaming Lance. From this moment on, I and the Order are at your disposal. What do you guys do? Most Crusader orders rely on a bastion of steel and blessings from above. We reject neither, but our primary weapon is magic. Mystic spellcasters and researchers of the supernatural gather under our banner. What happened to the last leader of your order? Mayamir, the scholar, was in Canabras, but she left the city not long before the demons attacked. She has officially been reported missing. Many people think her dead. However, if I may be allowed to speak freely, Nistra's voice hardens and a fury sparks in her eyes. Sister Miamir has always placed her personal curiosity above the needs of the Order. I venture that she willingly absented herself from Canabras and is now alive and well, conducting research somewhere, having completely forgotten about the crusade. She holds out a leaflet to you, portrait of a stern-looking half-elf woman printed on gray paper. This is what she looks like. If you find her, alive or dead, the Order would be grateful for a chance to pay their last respects or to put her on trial for desertion. All right, well, welcome to Dresden. Thank you, Commander. I hope we'll soon have a chance to prove what we're capable of. Okay, good. Let's rest. Okay, we're going to have Socio make some more scrolls here. I think we're going to go with another harm scroll. It's not showing his portrait, but it's going to let us do it, I think. Horn length, check. Now let's measure your wingspan. Please spread your wings out fully. I can't stretch them out any further. I'm trying. Nenio. All right, scroll's done. Looks good. All right, guys. Same thing. I'm going to get us outside, get the party ready, and we'll start traveling down towards the Ivory Sanctum. So give me just a minute here, and I'll bring you right back. All right, guys, here we are on the campaign map. I decided to swap out Social for Woljip. So we're going to be going out with him. And we are headed this way. Okay, we got a gang coming our way. What are we dealing with coming up here? Some succubi and some incubi, maybe? Yep. Okay, so these guys need to hoof it back here. I don't think they're going to make it in time, but we'll get them to here anyway. They're kind of out of position, but our other team is there. They can handle it. We'll just need to get them going over that other way. Let's get them to here. That way they're ready to take care of business if necessary. Let's continue here. Okay, we'll evade. No reason to fight here. Awfully close to Dresden to be running into monsters. Okay. I think we're pretty much done here, so let's go ahead and rest. Let's do that. I keep doing that, don't I? We're gonna have Ember, and we're gonna have like that. Everybody should be good.
Every scientist thinks their field research is going to continue forever. But as the saying goes, at the end of the day, we must all compile our bibliography and references.
Is that how the saying goes? Okay, let's continue. Okay, we have 2 days before we have to worry about that. There's 2 ways into the Ivory Sanctum. Seems like it. All right, here we go. Heading on in. Actually, you know what? Maybe we're going to, well, let's go on in. Let's see what we're dealing with at least. Okay, it's very dark.
Together we
I don't know if we
stand.
have anybody with the light cantrip anymore.
Trust in yourself.
Oh, yep, Ember's got it. Okay, it looks like we need to get down to there. Oh, Greyboar's here. Greybor is already waiting for you. He looks around warily, not taking his hand off his weapon. Greetings, Commander. As you may have already guessed, I am not waiting for you here by accident. I'd like to discuss an assignment I've just received. I have a new target. You. I've not accepted the job yet, mostly because I've found this client less than agreeable of late. Now, if you're satisfied with my skills and you'd like to make use of my services in the future, we can sign a full contract. If not, however, I'm afraid it would not be profitable for me to turn down this new assignment. In such case, as strange as it may sound, I must warn you that I will have no choice but to kill you. Yeah, like you could. You won't believe how many times I've heard that professional soldiers are better than volunteers or paladins or anybody else who fights for good because they know in their heart that it's the right thing to do. So I look at this guy, and you know what I think? Silas spits in disgust. Bullshit. People whose loyalties are so easily bought, sometimes they're even worse than the demons. Who ordered you to kill Dazarend? It would be against my professional ethics to divulge their name. Besides, this client has kept their identity anonymous, so even if I wanted to, I couldn't tell you anything. But I think I can offer some insight. In my last assignment from the client, I was asked to give Willidus best regards to the victim. I don't know who this Willidus is, but if I were you, I would talk to him. All right. Well, unfortunately, Greybor, you're not that useful to me, and I don't need you, and I don't even particularly like you all that much. So I think appreciate the heads up on you coming after me, but I think this is the end of the line for you, my good man. The dwarf grins with anticipation. Many people have tried to end my career. As you can see, none have been successful. Let's see how you do. Sweet dreams.
Let's make this quick.
Coming against my entire party. That seems unwise. All right, Ruchelet, why don't you give him the old... He's not even... Geez, he's not even full health.
Victory is worth the pain.
He's not even at full health. Do we need to... Do we need to haste here? I don't even think we need to haste, to be honest.
The inheritor. Guide my blade.
Withdraw.
All right, what's going on with him? Okay. Last stand. Okay, so he's just got a couple of rounds left. Nenio, no reason to... Oh, you know what? I think Phantasmal Killer ignores last stand. Because it's not dropping him to 0 hit points, it's just killing him outright. Oh, no, he failed his saves, but he's still alive. Okay, now we just have to sit here and wait then.
The light
is worth the pain.
Surrender, or else! Prepare yourself!
I must withdraw.
All right?
No glory without risk!
Okay, there we go. We'll take all of that. Ooh, did we just get another note for another Elven page of Elven notes? I think we did. Let's resort this in date from newest to oldest. What is this? Greyboar's letter. Sir Greyboar, you failed to meet the terms of our last contract, even though the weapon I provide for you had guaranteed a lethal effect. In anticipation of your objections, I can assure you that the dagger was in perfect working order, and there was no doubt as to the functionality of its deadly properties. The failure to make proper use of the weapon is therefore entirely your own. However, considering your excellent reputation, I am willing to give you a chance to remedy the situation. The demon leaders are no longer of interest to me. I now find Commander Valric of Mornwood, the new master of this town, to be far more troublesome. I'm willing to pay 6,000 gold pieces for his head, 3,000 of which you were already paid for the assignment you failed to complete. The remaining 3,000 will be enclosed in this letter. I hope you prove more successful this time. Your client. Nice. We have a key. Welcome to the Dresden Inn. So we're going to have to go to the inn and find out what's going on there. We have a belt of giant strength +4, which Sela might want, maybe. She's got +2 con and strength now. He's got a good belt. She's got a 1. Are you seriously already fatigued, you guys? What is up with you? Everybody's fatigued. What is going on? If the demon's already summoned. Oh yeah, this is the one that gives her demon. All right, fine. All right. We'll make camp here. All right, so I think we're going to leave it here, guys, because I do need to make camp because these guys are all already fatigued. So we'll call it an episode here, and we'll head on into the Ivory Sanctum in the next episode. But if you've enjoyed this one, do me a big favor, hit that like button for me. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button too. And we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.